Success is never linear. It's erratic, with ups and downs and long periods of progress. Welcome to Balance Cubed with your host, Coach Joe Clement. Come on this journey where we discuss a balanced and harmonious life. On Balance Cubed, we lean on our experiences to provide you with the practical applications, tools, and advising and coaching to help you fine-tune your talent. Our goals are to provide insights and actions that help our listeners unleash your inner power, creating harmony and balance that will inspire your life positively. That's right, unfiltered and unscripted, your connection to a balanced and harmonious life. If you're like me, you've experienced the inner villain who's all too comfortable wreaking havoc. Like having a hurricane rip through your organized closet of ideas and spit out a pile of dirty laundry. There are things that empower confidence and those that impede confidence. So how do we identify the confidence impeders and do less of those? And how do we identify the confidence boosters and do more of those? I guess the better question is, how do we address the confidence gap upstream, finding the root cause and reducing our overall exposure? No matter how well you plan, sort out, and coordinate, adversity shows up out of nowhere and whips up a whirlwind of disorder. Failure ultimately stops at your door, halting momentum, altering your victories, and derailing your confidence. Nope, you're not alone. We are all less than perfect, yet perfect in our own uniqueness. Unique as an individual grain of sand in a wonderful sandstorm. We are enough, even at those times we believed we weren't. Maybe you doubted your path, second-guessed the direction, suffered from imposter syndrome. There are times we discredit ourselves by listening to the inner villain voice saying, "You're not enough." You know what I'm talking about. You went to bed dreaming of the outcome and envisioning this huge success parade, finding out all the unique ways and the creative ways you were going to make your dream come true, only to wake up with a mind that convinces your heart you told yourself the wrong story, all with the intentions of just keeping you safe. Your mind keeps you safe when the roadblocks seem insurmountable, even when you held the map in your hand. Our past tries to sell us on the wrong narrative by highlighting times in the past when plans just ended in disaster. You see, our fears become reunited with beliefs that no longer serve our purpose. Yet our mind has developed the essential skills designed to distance us from things that could potentially do us harm. One of its safety valves is embellishing the smallest details, catastrophizing a future that hasn't even happened yet, using images so vivid that the viewpoint distorts the actual outcome. If the inner villain of self-doubt tries to infiltrate your thoughts with conviction, remind yourself just how far you've come. Embrace the grind. The grind makes your potential a reality. This is where the arduous lessons from adversity builds adversity calluses. So we're going to discuss our 5 power tips for vertical thinking. Power tip number 1, whatever you do, get started. There's power in momentum. Do something, even if it's a small thing, to move your passion forward. Do the one thing that you've been delaying, the one thing you've been putting off, but just take action. Power tip number 2, control your input. Feed your dream the proper nutrition. Find your people, the ones who encourage you, the ones who challenge you, who disrupt you and redirect you. Expand your people to include new perspectives and minds. The right people open new corridors that were previously unopened, reducing the complexity with like a secret handshake that only your people understand. Power tip number 3, develop a strong enough why and the how will reveal itself. You needn't have all the answers, but clarity and intention are prerequisites. Power tip number 4, failure is a fabulous teacher. Instead of avoiding failure, embrace the lessons learned. Embrace the grind of the compound effects of progress. Take a wrong turn once in a while. Sometimes the side streets introduce you to amazing people who will help you accomplish your goals. Power tip number 5, use your superpowers. In her book, Contagious You, Anise Kavanaugh describes this as, quote, everything can be reframed as a lesson, gift, and even as an opportunity if we are to open it. She goes on to say, quote, we can wait in the bad things forever, or we can have our authentic emotion about it and then use that event to make things better moving forward. What great advice is that? Take the lessons learned and apply them. What's the lessons here? What do we learn from the failures we didn't know before? Reframe the questions and the answers will provide your course. Success is not linear. It has its stopping points, it has its curves, it has its narrow bridges, and it has its roadblocks. Our goals are to understand those roadblocks and determine how to go around them, over them, under them, or through them. Because the journey itself isn't about the arrival point, it's about doing the work. It's about enjoying the grind. It's about doing the things that are necessary to help you move to the next phase and then the next phase. And as you gradually get better and as you gradually improve your competencies, your confidence will grow with that. Listen, we applaud you. We acknowledge your struggles and embrace your pain. You have this, you got this, but you must keep moving forward. The world is waiting for your genius to be released. On Balanced Cubed, our viewpoints are from the 6 main balanced harmony areas of life: personal mastery, mindset, leadership development, relationship building, service to yourself and to others, and maybe most importantly, accountability. We can grow this community with your help. We appreciate you and I'm grateful for your time and the fact that you actually listen to the Balanced Cube. Thank you for listening to A Balanced Cube with your host, Coach Joe.